All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm here with more MineMogul today. So they've made several updates to the game since I played last. Apparently, like changes to the bulk sorter, which I haven't gotten to yet. Apparently, splitters and T-junction conveyors are completely different now than what they used to be. So I may have to change some stuff. We'll see what happens. But I was both busy with other things that came up, and there's various other things that have happened in the last few days, so I didn't get around to doing what I wanted to do, but hopefully that'll change soon. I also wasn't able to get any music yet. Didn't have time, so we don't have any at the moment, but we should pretty soon. What is this about? I notice everything has lights now. That's interesting. I wonder what that means. Huh. It's like a status indicator for if they're clogged or something? I don't know. Interesting. Alright. Just checking to see that everything seems to work. I need to find anywhere I used a T-junction and make sure it hasn't broken. Apparently they separated it out into multiple different types. So I'm hoping that anywhere I did use one, because I think I used one or two in this build somewhere. I'm hoping that they just automatically replace them with like the correct type based on what they were or something. So that's what I'm double checking here to see if anything is broken. It's not looking like anything is though. Okay, that's looking good there. Yep, this is looking perfectly fine there. Okay. Yeah, it all looks normal. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Alright. So we need copper rods, apparently. That's going to be a fun one. Let's see, where is the rod machine? Over here. Oh, that did not get turned into what I wanted it to get turned into. Okay. I may swap my copper plates here pretty soon to rods. I need to get copper production, I think, back up and running first thing, though. So that'll be like priority number one here. So let's see, how many miners do I have? 4. And we got a crusher, a smelter, sorters, just seeing what else I need to buy here. Let's see, these changed. Yeah, T-junction conveyors are still there, but apparently they're very different now. So yeah, we have like merging conveyors and routing conveyors and all that. So, let's see. I would like to get those if possible. Yeah, merging conveyor. Yes. And let's see. I don't know, should hoppers be something I should get? Or overflow splitter? I feel like this would be useful eventually, but I don't think I need it right this second. Let's see. Cannon conveyors. I'm kind of leaning towards either the overflow splitter or one of these. Yeah. Probably this hardened drill bit. And now we can get some rapid auto miners in here that won't break. So let's see. The only downside is they don't produce gems, so. So let's go with that for one. Let's get 4 and 4 of those. Let's get that. Let's get 20 corner conveyors. Let's get 200 straight conveyors. 50 ledges. Not really, probably get like 10 T-junctions, sure. A bunch of sorters. Bunch of sorted lids. Don't really need that. Roller conveyors. Probably be useful. But I don't think I need them right this second, so we'll take 50 of those, 10 of those. And let's produce all of that real quick. Yeah, they did make our inventory larger too. I saw that. Hardened drill bit, take that. Okay, so let's go back to where the copper ore is. We'll leave this to its own devices for now. Oh, I forgot all the other junk I would need. So we do need to buy more. A dum-dum. We need to come over here and actually buy the rest of the machines. Let's see, we'll take 3 polishing machines. How many blast furnaces do I have? Just one? Okay. We'll take 3 polishing machines, 4 blast furnaces. 5 of those, a rod extruder. And take the rest of my drill bits that I forgot. So that would be dumb to forget those and then have to walk back again. Alright. So let's go see how much of this copper I can get set up here. Most annoying part is having to take it through this shaft. Honestly. Because it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. Alright. These do not stack. That's gonna be fun. Rapid auto miners. I'm gonna make sure that one is iron. I don't care about that one right this second. Mainly just want the 2 with the copper to be running. Okay, so now we need a straight conveyor. Boom. Because we'll probably output things over to here, honestly. And then we'll use a conveyor like this. Just like that to merge them. And then we just do some basic corner conveyoring right here, and we should be good. All right, we can take that. So let's go up like this. I would like to try and fit most of the processing for this junk in here, honestly, if at all possible. So let's go like so. Then like that. Because that way this will be just a system that's just self-sufficient. And I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Then that will output ingots. These need to go onto a polishing table. So what we'll probably do is set up like something over here, sort of, that's raised up, that will just have the polishing on it. I noticed these have roller conveyors on them. That was interesting. Okay, now we put our scaffold right here. We have you. I need to go down one. It's a little too high up. And that little piece, I don't think will affect it much. It should be fine. Okay. So that will have that rolling. We're getting copper plates from the other one, so we'll probably just do copper rods for now out of this one. Let's see here. Copper rod. And we need another scaffold. Like this. Let's see. That is not going to work, actually. Yeah, that's going to be a major problem. But it seems this can stay once the scaffold is removed. I'm not going to complain about that one. I don't know if that's intended. Part of me thinks that's not intended. Just saying. So let's see. We got a polisher there. Then we need an ingot straightening conveyor to go in like so. Now we need our rod extruder like so. Okay, yeah, apparently you can just get rid of those once they're in there. That's interesting. Would be nice if we can just take the conveyors too. Just have an option for always disable the supports once you unlock this wrench. That would be nice too. Because I kind of don't want them, honestly. So now we got to get these out to the main area somehow. Do not ask me how we're going to do that. Probably like this. Let's see. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. Let's see. We need to actually get it right underneath there. I think about it. We actually want it like this. I'd prefer to have it one up if possible, but it's kind of not really possible. So we're just going to have to live with this. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's try and go all the way down then and see what happens. And again, just kill these supports because they always get in the way. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, that gets in the way of this. Where it's completely open on this side, so you're better off going in this side. I'll just have to jump up over that, I think. Which is a bit annoying, but I don't think it'll be an impossible hurdle or anything. Yeah, this is honestly one of the more annoying rooms to get out of. Not gonna lie. So now we just go all the way down. Now let's go like so. And just straight back down. For minimal interference, I am going to go through the hassle of doing that. Then we just have to figure out a line to put these things on to get them over there into the box. I may honestly just make another line that snakes around the back here for now. So, you know what? Let's go like this. And then we'll just snake a line back over here and up and around. Just like this. We don't actually need anything else. Just that is all we need. And that should just work. Yeah, let's go turn everything on and see what happens here. Yes, we got sprint now, too. Great for getting around a lot quicker, that's for sure. Alright, let's get these things online and then go from there. There we go. Oh wow, that's an oof. Yeah, that's an oof. Alright. Oopsie. We can fix that. It almost looked like gold there for a second. Okay, that should be on now. Let's get this one on as well. For anybody curious, you just left click it. I was like, okay, how do we get this to work? And this should straighten the ingot out for this machine. Should come out here, and we have our first rod on the way. There we go. And these should never break. And yeah, they're definitely faster. Considerably faster, in fact. Yeah, look at that thing go. Oh, yeah. I think that's at least like twice as fast as the old one. Alright, so that machine should just be self-sufficient. Like, there is that other miner we can put in over here for iron eventually, but I don't think we need to right this moment. It's like, once I decide to start min-maxing, yes, but until I need to start min-maxing things, I don't see much of a point. So I can probably do some of these ones with a really low chance to get stuff like this one maybe, but I'm kind of paranoid that this sorter is going to get overloaded if I do those at the moment. So maybe one like this one right here would be good for excess diamonds. Hard to say. Let's see. Where's one that I can polish gems right there? For now, we'll keep it over here until I absolutely need them. One thing I would like to see is a way to filter the ore magnet to specific items, where I can say I only want to pick up diamonds and emeralds, nothing on the belts. Like, that would make my life a lot easier than having to go and turn off all the miners every single time and wait for the conveyors to clear back out. Alright, we are starting to put rods in, so that should complete itself over time. I'm thinking I should probably increase this one. Since this is our only source of copper over here, and it's a pretty lousy source of diamond, so I'm thinking we replace this with a rapid auto miner for now. There we go. Yep. Alright, that should push out quite a bit more. So hopefully that'll get a more substantial amount of copper going towards the copper plates. Because that's going to be a big problem with my production. I may have to swap that machine in and out for plates. Just temporarily. Because eventually the plan is going to be to basically take the ore funnel the ore around to one big processing area and process everything in one area, I'm thinking. Like, just use that main hub room as, like, a logistics hub and processing. Just process every single item there, rather than, all over the place like this. I have a feeling it'll be easier. So, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these off. Let the rest of these resources work their way through the system here. And then replace this with a right machine here. Where is it? Right here, rolling mill. We are going to need to do this just to make it work. Alright. Last little bits and pieces are coming through now. So... Alright. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it gives you a... I didn't notice this. It gives you a computer screen that tells you exactly what's on the thing. That's nice. And it tells you if you've messed up without you having to watch it. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's go with a machine here. Roll these into plates. Now let's turn the miners back on. Alright, that should start producing those as soon as I get rid of this, because this is going to cause collision issues. Alright, that should start making plates now. We'll just keep an eye on the conveyor over the next few minutes to see if it starts actually doing that. It wants me to purchase the pipe roller now. Where is this? I wonder what this is all about. That one looks like gold over here. There's a gold bar over there. I kind of want to go up there and see what it's all about. Okay, it's another very, very large gold area. Yeah. It's a very large gold area. I will take all of this iron, though, and just get it out of here in one shot. Same with all of that gold I want to do, too. We'll just throw it all right here. Because, I mean, these ores are pretty much just chuck them in a hole. sort of thing. They kind of don't matter at this point. That's what I heard was a random emerald. I was wondering what that was. Now we know. We could do this while I'm here, because I'm going to have to clear this out anyway, so that's kind of why I'm taking the time to do it now. I wonder if we'll get to make use of any of these, like, actual, like, minecart tracks for anything useful. Alright, now that I know where I'm going. Let's just go grab everything from over here. I feel like it might be easier to go this way. Given this giant ball of crap I'm carrying. Yeah, gotta replace that real quick. Unless we want to cause some major disturbances there. Alright, that should be good to go there. I let that one slide. I got plenty of them over here. It's fine. Alright, are we starting to get plates? Oh yeah, we are. They're making their way in. Alright, that quest should complete just on its own. Should not be a problem. $14,000 for a pipe roller. Holy moly. Bends 2 plates into a pipe. Yikes. Okay, and it wants copper pipes, so we'll have to inject this into that copper line. As soon as it finishes with the plates, we'll inject it into that line and just convert them over. Because, yeah, we can just do it, like, right here or something. Because, yeah, eventually all of this is... I'm just going to rip out everything. Once I get to the point where it's kind of getting less than manageable, I'm just going to rip out everything, and then we'll go to just a mass processing room. And then reset everything up, so there'll be, like, no production for a little while. Until I get mass processing sorted. But until then, it's just going to be a money-making game, essentially. Just make hundreds of thousands of dollars, like I did in the demo, until this becomes unmanageable. And then we go and hit it with the rest of it, in a way. Yeah, we're getting a decent amount of plates. It's not bad at all, really. So then we'll just replace that there. I'd like to go around and start installing lids on my baskets, too. Let's see, where are they? Right here. Yeah, that should make this way less of a problem than it was. Need to buy more of those real quick. Where are they? Basket lids. Let's just buy 20 of them. That should be more than enough for now. And head over this way and just make sure every one of these has a lid. And then we'll go head over to the copper room and set it up over there as well. Let's see, I don't think we did any kind of significant sorting over here. Because I think I only set up the ones that actually needed it. So if I remember right, all this just goes in as is. Yeah. There's no actual, like, sorting happening here. Because, yeah, this is going to become a bottleneck if I add too much more to it. So that is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is at this point. Just we are making sure nothing's clogging up back here. It all looks like it's coming through just fine. Oh yeah, we are good. Alright, plates should be done here any second now. Last one. And we're done. Nice. Let's go see what our next quests are. Master of Plates. 300 each of copper, iron, and gold plates. Sure. And then 300 each of all rods. Let's go ahead and knock out the 40 copper pipes real quick. So those should go fairly quick. Oh, they come in the side, okay. That's why. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be significantly more of a pain than expected, but should be enough room to do it. Just like that. And then they come out this way. Just like that. There we go, we got pipes. And I feel like that may cause some minor setbacks. So it might be best if I just take these straight to the hole over here. There. Alright, that'll get pipes going. We can probably increase some more of these now. Like iron and stuff like that. We can probably start replacing these with the good ones if they don't produce much in the way of gems. Yeah, like this one right here can get replaced. Because we need more of this stuff than we need gems at the moment, so... I feel like making more use of this would be good. Though this is backing up slightly, which is concerning. So... And it's mainly because I didn't have T-junctions at the time, so... Hang on a second here. Just letting it self-feed through real quick. Hopefully clear out the backlog. Yeah, I feel like this could become a big problem at some point. It's mainly this right here needs fixed. Like this needs moved to one of these. And then we need to get a merging conveyor in there. Like this. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now it should work. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that should solve our little bit of a backup there. So how many objects do we have? 400? Sounds about right. There is some random junk still laying in various places. Which is also a bit of a problem. I was gonna run it in there until the other junk here joined the party. There. Alright, we're at 25 pipes. That should finish itself off fairly quickly, I think. Doesn't look like it's going to take very long at all. Let's just store these over here. Let's get a whole bunch more of the rapid auto miners. Spend 30K on all of this junk. So at this point, I don't think there's much point in not upgrading. So there are many of these. It's like we don't really need gyms at the moment, so that's why I kind of don't see a point in leaving these as is. Because we can always just replace them again for the ones that can do gems once they're necessary again. Alright, let's get you up and running. Okay. And coal, let's see. You only filter those out. Okay. All the iron and coal goes here. I believe coal just gets filtered into that one. Yeah, and then it'll get sent down this line in theory. Yep. Okay, that's working as expected. I don't need the coal, so that one's working. This one is almost all iron, so let's replace this one for now as well. So the more of it I can replace with iron and stuff, the better at this point. That should improve the speed that these are working at, in theory. Alright. This one just clogs the system, so I don't care about it at the moment. Yeah, you can see it's barely keeping up now. So I think we've hit this system's absolute limits right here of what it can do. I may turn that one off if it becomes a problem, just because I really don't need the coal. So though it is nice money with all the rubies, it's not really critical at the moment. And polished copper pipes, we need 180. Holy moly. Alright, let's go check on gold here. Then, yeah, we're gonna turn that off. I feel like that would be wise at this point. Let's just turn off the coal miner. Turn off this coal miner also. Just so we limit the amount of coal coming through the system here. While I do this. Let's just put one of these on it for now. Should just work, in theory. There we go. Not ideal since it produces a ton of coal, but it'll work for now. And then these, we can just take both of these. Go boom and boom. That. So put that on there. There's another one right here too. Of course there is. And what's this one? Mostly gold. Okay. Let's go ahead and pack this one up too. Alright, I feel like this is going to cause a clog at some point. But there should be minimal coal coming through now, because it's only that one, I think, that's producing much in the way of coal now, versus several. Because the coal isn't really worth a whole lot. I feel like it's better to focus on gold. And we'll store that in our pile. Alright, polished rods are already working, so... Now, let's see. That, I could, I'll put that over there, but this is already barely keeping up as it is, so... I feel like now I have to watch my blast furnaces just to be sure that nothing crazy is gonna happen here. Though I feel like if anything crazy is gonna happen, it's gonna be this one now. Just because of the absurd amount of gold that's gonna be coming through compared to what was there. Let's see. This one also adds more gold. I feel like, sure, why not? Again, what's the worst that could happen? There we go. It does add more coal stress to the system, but it should be fine with that little bit. I don't think it's going to cause any major issue. And there's also this one that we can add. We'll just connect it right onto this line. Looks like we have to come in from this side. That's fine. Okay. There we go. More stuff. Alright, one more maybe? How hard would it be to get another one connected up? 93% gold. Sure. Why not? I mean, I'm probably going to regret this, but... Eh. It's temporary, so... Oh well. And just book it and start building. Alright. Made it. Alright, that should increase production even more. Hopefully I'm not overloading the system now. We're gonna have to wait until it all kind of connects up and starts working to make sure of that. So there is a significant amount more gold on the line now. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's much faster. Look at that. It's going now. Heck yeah. Because, yeah, eventually I'm going to want to have it to where, like, it takes all the ore, just, like, puts it down a chute or something onto a bunch of conveyors. Like, separate lines for, you know, ingots, plates, rods, and pipes. And then just separates it out evenly, or as evenly as possible, and just processes everything in massive lines, and then just dump it all onto a whole bunch of roller conveyors and straight into the box, sort of. Like, we'll basically have a processing center. Everything funnels down onto, like, 3 roller conveyors right here, and just straight to the box. I feel like that's the way to go. Make sure this isn't backing up. It seems to be working. Yeah, I think I've just hit the sweet spot with this thing. It can just barely handle what I'm putting into it. Because you'll see they kind of get stuck there for a second, but it catches back up. Just with the variance and things, that's naturally going to happen. So. Nice. Now the only downside is we're producing basically no gems. So, we're probably losing a little bit of profit by not doing that, but not much. And it's a lot less complexity right now. But that's pushing through a significant amount of pipes, which is good. Just trying to make sure there's no super significant clogs anywhere. Uh-oh. Speaking of clogs, we have our clog right here. Yeah. We are overdoing it on gold at the moment. Just a little bit. That's what I was worried about. Yeah. It's ever so slightly too much. So I think we need to move this line down a bit and split it. So... let's see, this feeds into that, so that would be annoying to use as a bypass. I was hoping I could use it as a temporary bypass, but I can't. Oof. Yeah, because you can see it's about to overflow any minute now. Shoot. Crud buckets. Yeah, so we need to get a splitter conveyor. Let's see. Yeah, so we would go like this into a splitter, and then out comes this. So let's move the polishing machine way down this way. If possible. We actually can't. That's a bit of a problem. Well, frick. Okay, that's gonna be a major, major problem. Let's get that dealt with. Let's get as much of this as possible polished. It's not gonna be perfect, I'm sure. Yeah, we may be hitting that point where I may need to redo the system just to ensure that everything works. It's either that or move these up. Yeah, because that's very quickly going to become a problem. Rods shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. We can just shove the rod machine right in here as soon as those gold plates are done. So, alright, how can we fix this problem? What if we did a splitter right here, sort of? It really does not have a good spot for me to do it in, which kinda sucks, actually. Yeah, we would have to do some real, true weirdness to fix this. That's very quickly becoming a problem. It's not taking anywhere near as long as I thought to overflow. Like, it's overflowing super, super fast, like within seconds. And you can see there's still random leakage, probably from this. Yeah, I think it's almost time for bulk sorting. Not gonna lie. I have a feeling a bulk sorter is on the table here. Because without it, we're not going to be able to keep up. This is barely doing its job. How can we make this faster? 'Cause this is my problem right here. What if we used a scaffold? Can we? We can. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. And the problem is I'm gonna run into that, actually. Shoot. Let's see, that seems to work. I don't know how, but I'm not gonna question it. Let's see. So then we would go like that, right? And just let them dump down onto another conveyor right here and into the roller. So then we just have to get it all the way up here. Huh. Yeah, it's becoming a problem there. Let's cut the scaffold out real quick. So now that those are in place, it should be alright, in theory. Alright, so if we go up even more, and then we can just drop them down, I guess? If I can get this to cooperate. The placement is still pretty hard to get to cooperate sometimes. Like, it seems to work most of the time, and then just every once in a while it screws up. Let's see. A T-junction is probably alright here. I hope. So... okay. Alright, need to get rid of all these stupid supports now. Again, I wish we had an option to just not have them by default. I mean, they're not really anything more than a minor nuisance to get rid of, but it would be better if they just didn't exist. Okay, yeah, it's working good enough. Like, what's funny is that somehow works. Yeah. No, I am gonna do it like proper, so I actually putting it around a corner here just to ensure that it doesn't break. Like, they should just naturally like fix themselves once they come out of there. Yeah, we're gonna have some bad plates because of that, because not all of them were getting done. Then we have to make sure this doesn't back up significantly and cause those like burnt ingots. Because we are kind of pushing this thing pretty hard at this point. We are way over on gold plates. So let's get a rod machine going in here. Instead. So. Okay. Let's see, let's get rid of that. Like so, and then we can put the rod machine in. Though we do need to put an ingot straightening conveyor in as well. So let's do that real quick. Straightening conveyor, where are you? Right here. Let's just dump all of this in manually real quick. Just to get it out of my way. This is gonna mean a merging conveyor. Come on. Yeah, it's pumping out a significant quantity here. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing go. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. It's a bit of a problem. That should sort itself out from the looks of it. Yep. I would like to get that one out, but I don't think I'm going to get all of them out at this point. Especially not that one. I gotta get this place, like, quick. There we go. Then we can just come over here and manually deposit all of these. Yeah. Alright, it seems to be working now. Are we having any kind of backups over here? Doesn't look like it. Copper, we now need raw plates. We have finished our pipe requirement, so... Okay, that'll start getting raw plates in there. Get that one completed. At this point, it's mainly just a babysitting. And changing things over. Yeah, we are getting a significant quantity of iron still. We're way overachieving on copper, or iron rods, actually. Let's see. Yeah, we really only need plates here. It sounds like this machine is backed up here. as well. That's just making more copper plates. Okay. There we go. So yeah, we'll switch out these iron rods for plates. Oh, that just fell through the world. I watched that one happen. I don't know if this is going to clear itself out or not. I think it is. It looks like it will. Yeah, I think we're good. It's clearing out. Perfect. And then having an ingot straightener on it should ensure it doesn't clog up unless I overload it. What are we getting up here if I put this one on, actually? Iron with a little bit of coal. Okay. Honestly, I don't think we can handle more production right now without a completely separate system to do it. This one's also iron coal, which would be very hard to work into the current system. Like, not gonna lie, because it's already struggling. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit there that fell off. Like, it's barely keeping up as it is. It's almost definitely time for bulk sorting if it's available. Let me see if it's available yet. Shaker table, no. Bulk sorter is not available yet. Okay. How far are we from a bulk sorter? I feel like we're going to need that here very soon. May need chutes as well. Let's see. Probably have basic and splitter chutes once they're available. So, roller routing conveyors, robot arms. I don't know if I really have a use for those at the moment. Yeah. Or overflow splitter. That might be useful right now, actually. And smart splitter conveyors would be nice as well. And with this ore overflow splitter. Turbo bit. I feel like that would be more useful late game once you have mass processing available and set up. What's in the dev test items too? Here's the bulk sorter. Okay. We are 100% getting the bulk sorter. Oh good, you can upgrade the deposit box. Oh, that's super nice. Okay, the question is, does it upgrade like from here, or does it push it out here, I wonder? Let's hit it real quick and see. No, it pushes in farther. Okay. Oh, we can clean this up anyway. There. It's a little bit cleaner and a lot less likely to overflow. Yeah, that's super nice. That would have been really nice to have near the end of the demo, not gonna lie. When that was actually becoming a major problem. And this is keeping up just fine here. The plate machine is not clogging. Good. Alright. So let's see, copper rods are going to be a big one, and more plates. I really need to get more copper than anything at the moment. And they also want polished iron pipes. So it might be worth setting iron pipes up soon. So I'd have to use up some of these, probably. I could probably do like an HD splitter and then do them like over here. Just like stick it up in the air, like way up here, sort of thing. Like, let's get a pipe roller. So we're gonna need multiple of these anyway, so... And let's get an HD splitter. Where was it? Not that one. There was that new splitter, smart splitter. Here we go. Let's get like 10 of these. Should be more than sufficient for now. Smart splitter. Yeah, because these should split a lot more evenly from what it's saying. Hopefully they do. Then we bend 2 plates to a pipe up here. Okay. Yeah. Because then we can feed iron plates. We can put a sorter here to feed iron plates into this. And then dump them straight out into the box down here. Alright, so we're going to go like that, and then we're going to go like that. So now we need to put a sorting basket in here. Just waiting for an opportunity to present itself. Let's go ahead and pre-rotate. There. Nope. Oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that one plate didn't cause any issues. I don't think it did. Nope. It just went in there. Alright, so now we should be able to split off the plates over here, and then we'll do the smart sorter over here. Okay. So we need to move this down some. It's just a matter of getting the placement right now. And then we can go like that. I don't think we need to straighten them to go in there, honestly. They should just kind of work. Hopefully. That, in theory, should also work. And if we take iron plates, sort them out, does this work? The answer is not really, no. Frick. Yeah, that's really glitchy. They eventually get somewhere. Just worried about them getting, like, super stuck like that. I think it seems to sort itself out, though, over time. I mean, we'll try it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working. We're good. Seems to have already fixed itself. It's like that was easy. Alright, so now we're getting both plates and pipes. It doesn't need that much in the way of polished pipe, so should be fine. I mean, this is the dumbest thing, but yeah, it eventually just, like, glitches itself back out. Like, it looks like they sometimes get stuck, but they work themselves out for the most part. It's not perfect. By any means. Is there a roller smart sorter? So that would probably be the most useful thing. I'm not seeing one. Dang it. Huh. Yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, arrow signs. Those are new. I don't remember those being there. Scaffold ramps. Uh-huh. Rapid auto miner bits. Feel like, what if we, did that to iron, but I have a feeling it would back itself up badly if I did. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be really bad if I did that. What happens if I use the one that only works for 2 minutes? How bad does that get? Yeah, the turbo bit. Can we unlock that? I don't think we can yet. No, I need one more to unlock the turbo bit. There's a decent amount of these still. That looks like, yeah, Master of Pipes is gonna be the next one down there. Oh boy. And then just massive, like, master ones. We apparently have to make slag, too. Interesting. And then there's just mass ones for coal, copper, yeah. And then one for everything, okay. Yeah. Alright. So we're making pretty decent progress through these. That's what I was saying, once I build up a significant amount of money, I'll be able to just rip out everything and then rebuild it in a much more proper way than what I'm doing right now, because what I'm doing right now is a disaster. Let's face it. So let's take this rapid bit and stick it on in this one over here, since it mostly does nothing but iron. Yeah, that's a lot faster. So it's not like crazy like I expected, but it's significantly quicker. I'll give it that. The big question is, can it keep up with this? Because this is my bottleneck right now, as we're not maxing this blast furnace out. Yeah, we have not lost any more ore over here, so this is now functional. That's good to see. Do I dare put another one on this, though? And increase production even more? Something tells me that's going to be a very, very bad idea. This is actually keeping up now, so that may not be a good idea. Yeah, look at it go. Alright, and then copper rods are next. Let's see, this makes plates up here, so... we need to make rods on this one. Come on. Now we need to put an ingot straightening conveyor in. Where are my ingot straightening conveyors? I've lost them. There they are. Okay. And now we need to get back up there and just set those to pile up on that, and we should be alright. At that point, it should start working. Right. It's not exactly fast rod production, but it's rod production over here. So then we'll take all these plates and we're gonna start turning them into rods instead, because we have more than enough. So let's get another one of those machines. I will take a rod extruder. Let's go convert the copper plates into nothing but rods. That seems to be keeping up so far, which is good. Yeah, the money is actually going up quite fast already. It's not as fast as it would be if I was producing a ton of gems, but it's getting the job done. We'll give it that. Shoot, I forgot. I need to go buy a thing. I need to go buy some more scaffold. Because I need the scaffold there temporarily to place that. Whoops. Let's just sprint down here. And building. Let's just get 20 of them. That should be way more than enough. Alright, so we're going to need ingot straightening conveyors and those. And I will have to remember to change the bid out in that auto miner, because it only lasts for 10 minutes. So. Okay, that should start pumping rods out now. Yep. Perfect. Okay. That did not make much of a mess at all, actually. Those still look pretty clean. I wonder if these are dirty over time, because that does look like it has a little bit of dirt on it. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and watch, just to make sure. I need to remove these scaffolds or the whole system's gonna clog up if I don't. Let's see, these just go straight into the box. Yes. Alright. Making plenty of plates. How's this going? It hasn't ejected anything else that I can see except for one over here. So, I'll call that a win. Like 99% works. Like, obviously we're not going to do this in the final build, but for now it's getting the job done. It's doing what it needs to do. So that's good to see. I don't know how long the bits have left either. It's not saying, so that could become a problem. What else do we have here that we can get? Shaker table. We're fine on that. Yeah, I really, really want those turbo bits to see what it does. So it's like only lasts for 2 minutes, but how many times faster is said turbo bit? You know? I feel like that's gonna be the next best thing to get here. I don't think I need robot arms at the moment. Not really, at least. This is like a changeable roller conveyor. I also need chutes though, that's the thing. So I'm probably gonna get the chute and the splitter chute with these two right here. And they just came through, so I actually can't get them yet. Why? Huh. Okay. Love the MS Paint job there. Nice. the MS Paint font job. Yep. Programmer art for the win. What was that? Was that just this or something? I have no idea. There's a weird, like, ting that came through there. Oh, wait, it actually has ejected quite a lot of crap here. Never mind. I retract my previous statement. Oh, well, it's not a significant backup. So, that's not a lot, considering it's been running for, like, what, 30, 40 minutes? And this system's only going to be around for a little bit longer. Thinking once I finish off these quests right here, once I finish Master of Pipes, I think that's when I'm going to go through and hit it. So let's get that in progress now. I would like to get my chutes. I think I need to get hoppers first. So hoppers and basic chutes. Yeah. So we're just waiting on copper rods to finish. I need to increase the amount of copper I'm pushing out at this point. Whoops. That was stupid. I feel like this is a terrible idea, and I probably shouldn't do this. Do I have enough blast furnaces and splitters? Yes. I feel like this is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's like the roller's leaving space on the conveyor here. It's like we need more rods. Like the copper rods are way too slow as it is. Is this even backing up? Not even close. Alright, let's fix that problem. You're about to back up really badly. So you better get ready for it, thing. Probably going to regret this, but hey. Good that you can't accidentally crush your drill bits. So that's nice. How's this doing now? Are we actually keeping up for once? It looks like it. Yeah, I think we're keeping up now. That's good. I just want to monitor it for a second and make sure it kind of stays pretty much empty. It looks like it is, so we'll just have to come back here and keep replacing those bits. That should speed up the process significantly. Yeah, you can see how much less room there is between rods now. It's a little bit faster overall. So this is pushing them through a lot quicker. I feel like a couple of turbo bits would really get this thing moving, but can't get them yet. Wish I could. As soon as I get this stuff done, I'm getting turbo bits for those. Just to really ram it through as fast as possible. And from there, it's just setting up mass production and all of that. And I feel like the best way to do this is going to be all these ones with a really high chance to get one ore, I think, are the ones I'm going to put the faster miners on. But only if they don't have a significant chance to get gem. Yep, there goes another one getting popped out by a physics glitch that just happened to make its way to where it needed to go anyway. Nice. It's always nice when jank systems just work as intended. It's still not perfect. And this bit broke finally. Let's just put a normal one in because we're like massively overachieving on that at the moment. So yeah, because you know, like ones like this that don't have much of a chance to get diamonds, I don't see a point in not just using a rapid miner on it. So what do we got over here, actually? I have to go the other way around, though. Okay. Just put that on the coal line. And what's up here? I forget. What is this one? Half and half. It's a iron coal. It would be a humongous pain up the butt to get it all to where it needs to go. Not gonna lie. Because I would need to get it like over into this crusher, pretty much. I need to get everything into that crusher. Because all the coal will just go straight into the box. Okay. So it wouldn't be that hard to do. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do it. It'll boost production just ever so slightly. And it's not like I don't have a bit to run it with, because I do. Okay. Let's turn it off, though. Frick. Yep, we are going way, way up with this. Okay. We kind of have to. Oh, come on. Slightly screwy. Oh, it's because it's backwards. Yeah, that would be why it doesn't work. There. All of a sudden you're wondering what I'm doing wrong, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing wrong right there. Alright, so where are we going? All the way over to that right there, pretty much. I feel like that's a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because why not? Yeah, I feel like that's gonna catastrophically fail. Only one way to find out. Because everything will just get crushed and the iron will go to the iron. And everything else will go there. The gold rods are really moving along. Oh my. We need to get some gold pipe next. Rather than rods here. So we need to get that set up and going. I forget what that was even set up for. I honestly have no idea. I don't remember. Do I really care? Not really. Alright, so we need to get all of this figured out next. So we're gonna replace this with a rolling machine, obviously. And then we need to take those plates, sort them off into a pipe roller. Somehow. I don't know how, but... Gonna have to figure it out here. Somehow. How can we do this? Let's just switch this for a corner right here. Like so. That seems to just work. Stupidly enough. Yeah. It's working. That's all I really care about, is that it gets the job done. Is it stupid? Absolutely, but... I feel like that's not going to work reliably, but it seems like it does. Okay, now we just need to add a little bit more to the end there, and it should go in just fine. And I'm gonna have to go remember to check on the turbo bits for those copper rods, but it looks like they need changed out for pipes next. So. Yeah. So we'll have to go put a pipe setup in there. Let's see, do I still have a pipe machine? I do not. I need to get one more pipe roller. It's another $14,000 down the drain. It's like, oh well. Am I online? It's saying I'm offline. Why? Live, excellent, but I'm offline. What is going on? Can we reset the player? Okay, have I not been live this entire time? Nope, it seems to be working. It's just Twitch being Twitch. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I thought I was live. Like, OBS isn't saying anything's wrong. Alright. That's not backing up, so I'm happy with that. Just the occasional random, like, freak accident overflow somewhere, but that's it. And our drill bits died. Kind of right on time, too. Gives me time to retrofit all this for pipe. In a way. Okay, so we're going to take that. And we need to put down scaffolds. Let's see, I don't need that. Scaffolds, we don't need an ingot straightener here. We need a pipe bender and a rolling mill and some scaffold. Oof. Okay, so that'll still straighten the ingots out just so they don't get stuck here. Although it shouldn't even matter, really. And then prefer if it comes out in a less awkward manner, so let's do that. Like so. And then just like that. Alright, that should just work now. It's so stupid that you can just take those out and it has zero consequences, but I gotta complain. Just floating machines, why not? Okay, let's get those bits. Alright. I am missing a bit somewhere. Oh wait, because I used it, that's right. We need to just go get a normal bit now. I don't think I want to do the babysit bits for this. It might be worth doing it anyway. So, fact. Oh yes. Oh yes. Couldn't care less. I really could not care less about those. I want splitter chutes, obviously. And hatch chutes, I'm like, why though? I mean, I guess we'll take probably routing conveyors, honestly. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3. Okay, we're gonna get way more than necessary for the amount of research tickets. Okay. Well, only one way to do this. Here we go. Something tells me I'm going to regret this. Here we go. And we'll also get another hardened bit. Just in case. For when these ridiculous bits lie. Something tells me this is going to be mildly, if not seriously excessive. Given the massively increased price of these things, something tells me my conveyor system is not ready for this. Alright. We're stuck up here some reason. Why? Can I ask why? How did that happen? There's an ingot straightening conveyor going onto this thing. What is wrong with it? Ow. How is that even possible? A physics glitch? I don't know. Something tells me a physics glitch. Oh, here we go. I'm probably... Oh my god. Yes, I'm going to regret that. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oopsie. Yep, that's a problem. Just saying, that's gonna be a big problem. So this thing's about to back up like any second now. There it goes. Holy moly. Okay, I was right about seriously excessive. That is not a lie. Yeah. Holy crap. Well, all I can really do here is, hope. Pretty much. We're just going to have to manually do this and pile it in there. And just manually move these for now. And what other way am I gonna fix that? That is extremely excessive. Yeah. Oh my. So I can see where this becomes a game of babysit the turbo drill bits for certain things when you really want them to go fast. Yeah, it seems to be alright there. I mean, it's working. Does it like it? Not really. Let's hit it again. Show me another one. I feel like these bits are gonna be a money consumer rather than a producer. I feel like they're not going to give me much of any profit. I'm gonna consume money for time savings more than anything. Since they don't really last long. And a shredded up slag ingot. There we go. Yeah, we're backing up like big time over here. Oh my. I mean, if it works, it works. It's not like seriously bad. It's more the rolling machine that's backing up than the pipe bender. Pipe bender's working fine, despite the clog at the entrance. Yeah, that works quite well, actually. Not gonna lie. All right. Just to start that up with a normal hardened bit again, so we're not like totally destroying the system here. And we're backed up here again, of course. That one's gonna be a icky pipe because it had one burnt ingot in it. Yeah, it's like once it catches itself back up, it seems to work fine again. Just, yeah, it would need more than one machine to keep up. I would need at least two coming out of there. So now we need to just make all pipes. So we need to take that splitter out of the other machine up here and just get it to only make nothing but all pipes here. It's gonna be a nasty pipe because of what I did there. But yeah, it's actually not the end of the world. You can see this thing makes a bit of a mess. It's not the worst thing ever. So I should probably keep that with me, honestly. And then we take this, bring it on over here, and in you go. Yeah, the plate roller is very, very much backed up. Alright, now we should be making a lot more of that. One of these I can probably turn to the fast one again. I can probably put a... never mind. I can't put a turbo in that one. I was gonna say maybe I can put a turbo in here, but no. It is really not having a good time. It's already a disaster. Yeah. Boy. Just toss it all in there. Let it clear itself out. 'Cause at this point, I'm just babysitting it, checking it for leak issues and stuff. We're still getting the random freak accident down here, but it's not that bad. Yeah. Probably got a lot of objects. Only 563. Not that bad. Alright. So yeah, I feel like once we get this quest done, we're at that point where I should start thinking about ripping all of this out, pretty much. And then rebuild it from scratch to mass produce everything. So let's go ahead and explore around a little for now. Let's see, this is the area I need to break the dynamite on the other side. Like up here, sort of, right? Or do I also need to go to this side from the other side? I think I have to go from the other side here, too. Potentially. Yeah, because there's even dynamite over here, too. Let's just leave all of that there. Let's get our lantern on. Probably over here. I don't need to mass delete anything right now. So we can actually see something for once this run. Oh, good. Over here's way more copper. Yeah. Let's see. How much more copper? 52.45 and a 92.7. Okay. That's significant. That is pretty good. Oh, and we can probably just dump it down a chute right there. Interesting. And there's another one of those bits up here. So we are going to want to keep those bits around for now. Just in case they're needed for anything else. Okay, I don't see anything else in here. So. Yeah, that's going to need blown up from somewhere else. Yeah, I feel like this should be something I should be doing. And like going ahead and getting it set up. Let's see. Only 0.3 diamond, so it's not really worth using the crappy ones, and 0.2 emerald. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and then we put a merging conveyor in here. Just like that. Actually, we want to do it farther in. We actually want to make it like right over here, believe it or not. We can probably just do this like that. Okay, and then we need to just dump it down, essentially. Looks like we need to catch it in a hopper more so than a chute because it doesn't line up perfectly. So I'll need to get a hopper in here. Just to ensure consistency with that. But other than that, it's pretty much set up to go. I'll just have to look up at the ceiling and see where I need to place that. Then this was the other area from the demo, I do believe, that I need to get back up and running again. Okay, let's pull our weird bits out and go ahead and pull our emeralds out. This emerald can just go in because it's polished. I must have bonked it on a polisher somewhere without realizing it. It's like, eh. We'll feed these excess gold bars in there. Come on. Get up there. Get up there, you silly thing. Alright. I definitely want to get gems back up and running soon, because we're going to have a quest that needs a ton of every gem, and I don't want it to take forever. So... I almost want to stockpile a bunch of gems just on the ground somewhere, and then just dump them all in one shot once we unlock those final quests. And we can just dump the rest of that. Trying to get that to stop rolling all over the place uncontrollably. There we go. We'll just leave all of those there for now. They're safe. Alright, what else are we needing? Lots more copper pipes. And just iron pipes. We're just waiting, pretty much. Yeah. Alright, so where is that output at for this stuff? I think it's over here, right? Yeah, here's that output for the copper right there. So I can probably set up another copper production station, like right over here, and then just funnel more pipes over to there, because we can just use a bunch of scaffolding over here. And get everything working as needed, like this. I can just put it on this conveyor. I don't know how it got there, but it is what it is. Probably something I missed in the initial sweep, I would imagine. Okay, so we gotta get all this junk down from there. I need to buy a hopper. If I can even make it over there. It's starting to get very spaghetti at this point. Like, very, very spaghetti. Let's see. Funnels, resources, sure. I feel like we're gonna need a bunch of these in the future, so why not? And shoots, yes. Alright, shouldn't need that many shoots, if any. That's why I'm not buying more than a couple. I need to buy 2 drill bits for that as well. Let's just buy hardened bits for it for now. It's fine. Alright, so we need to get all of it down from where? Here. And then, yeah, we'll make a little copper setup over here. In theory. So if we do that, everything is going to pop out there, so let's just run it down a chute. Okay, and then just like that, we need to get rid of that if possible. I don't think we can. No, we can't get rid of that. That's probably going to get in the way, actually. It's not ideal. So I almost wonder if I should smelt this up there, but the problem is we're getting junk ore as well, so I feel like it's not going to work accurately. Yeah. So we're actually going to need a couple, I think, of these sorters right here. Not sure if you can put them back to back, but I'm going to try. Okay, so I need to grab some copper ore real quick. Or we can just grab the other junk that's not going to be produced. Let's just grab the other junk, actually. Over here. More garbage right there. I don't know where that copper is going to end up, but somebody's getting slag ingots. I don't know which one's going to get a slag ingot, but something's getting a slag ingot. So let's probably just smelt this. Alright, there's a little bit of the blue rock right there. We need to sort out coal. Yeah, coal is the only thing we need to sort out up here. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like if we take that and we just like load it into this conveyor, let's just put a T-junction right here. like that. And then, yeah, we'll sort out any coal that comes out of this one straight onto that line. So let's do that right here. Just like that. And it's only regular coal ore, so. Oops. Mistakes were made again, mistakes were made yet again. Okay, so yeah, we filter out our coal right there. Let's see, you can go on here. We're not going to close you yet because we need coal. And I don't want to dump everything down there yet, so. Alright, I gotta watch this. I'm gonna run it for a second just to get a coal. Come on. There it is. And now we can take that. So that way coal goes straight down the chute, and both of the others are going to get smelted, probably right here. So we may or may not need that. We'll see. Alright. Boom and boom. Yeah, I think I might need to move that. Huh. Yep. Alright. So we're going to make this a lot harder than it needs to be. Do something stupid like that. Okay, so now that pops out of there. I kind of want to move it over this way, though. And then we'll route it back behind here, I think. Into a blast furnace. Like right over here in this corner. Like so. There we go. That'll route into the blaster, and now this ore can just go right over here. We'll just do one of these because we don't need anything fancy. Oh, there's the fireworks. You're gonna start hearing that a lot for like probably the next several weeks. As people around here set off fireworks like nightly. And it'll be going on every single night until like 3, 4 a.m. I wish they would stop earlier, but they don't. Looks like a lot of the fireworks they're shooting off are illegal here where I live. But the police do nothing about it when you report it, so it's like not really much I can do about it. Alright, then that will go down the hopper. In theory, it shouldn't get stuck. Nope. Okay. That one has a bit in it. I think this is the one that doesn't have the bit. No, actually. That was wrong. Let's turn off the machine. Let's test that. There we go. Alright. And turn off the machine again. That one apparently already had a bit as well. Whoopsie. And that'll go up there, smelt right its way down the conveyor. Perfect. Okay. We're getting there on copper pipe. It's looking pretty good now. 217. 218. I feel like by the time I get this setup done, it's probably going to be very close to finished already. And that's suspicion. And then this can just go in there for now. And this ingot will just get out of here. Actually, no, I need that. Never mind. Actually needs to go in there. So let's see. We no longer need 2 of these now. We only really need 1. So copper bars. I feel like the filter should be coal. That way we can run the copper bars straight out this side through the whole gamut over here. Like this. Like that. Let's get an ingot straightening conveyor. Actually, yeah, we're gonna want an ingot straightener conveyor there. Since these rolling mills get really stupid, really fast sometimes. Okay. We'll let that set there for now. Alright, so now we need to get these funneled into a pipe bender. Where are my pipe benders? Did I buy another one? I don't think I bought another one. I need to buy one. We need to solve this as well here. I forgot to clean that up. Let's see, one more pipe roller. This will go away eventually, so I'm not too worried about it piling up slightly for now. Okay, let's get our pipe roller in there. Of course it doesn't fit the way I want it to fit. Why would it? Gonna need a temporary scaffold right here to get it to work. There we go. And now we can take that scaffold out so it doesn't interfere with that. And then we just bob and weave all the conveyors through there and magic happens, basically. So now we just got to get it over to the other spot here somehow. Through some trickery, we'll get it there. Not like that, we're not, though. I feel like this is gonna be a little weird to place, but I think I can get it in there. Eventually. Yep. Okay. That's clipping. That's why it won't let me do that. Let's just go like this then. And then we'll go like... let's just let it fall down, I guess, onto a straight conveyor. Like right here-ish. Actually, it needs to be a little lower than that, so like right there. And then just let it fall down onto that. It's a little awkward, but it'll get the job done. Yeah, and then we just gotta filter out coal immediately, or that's gonna cause a problem right there. So let's just grab that piece of coal and get that done. Otherwise, we're gonna end up with a whole bunch of dirty stuff, and we don't want dirty stuff. So now we need to deal with all that coal somehow. How, you ask? I have no idea. I genuinely do not know. Let's see, just a whole lot of bob and weave conveyor action. And maybe we'll get something that works. Just maybe. Well, let's see, that goes straight into the can, right? So, yeah, that would work. Because this goes straight into the box. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I don't care if that minuscule amount of coal goes towards rubies or not. At the moment. Alright, let's turn it on and see if it all works. Yeah, it does. By the time I get this system online, it's going to be mostly done, and sure enough, it is in fact mostly done. Yeah, that's only producing copper. This is the one that's producing some coal, but that should just filter itself out. So let's just kind of watch this. That will smell. Down it goes. All right, let's go down and watch the rest of it. Make sure it doesn't break. Like to avoid too many pile-ups. How are we doing on objects? 544. We're fine right now. I feel like this computer could handle a lot more than their theoretical 2,000 objects before performance starts to get bad. This is a pretty beefy PC, so I think it can handle probably twice that at least, if I had to guess. My guess is the 2K is based on, like, minimum requirements. So. And well, this PC is a lot more than the minimum requirement, so should be fine. The ingots are a little screwy coming out of there, but doesn't seem to be that bad. And this just grabs them the instant they touch it, so as long as it doesn't back up, we're okay. Yeah. Gold is working great here. We need to just grab this and prevent a clog again. Iron pipes are working, gold pipes are working, copper pipes are coming along a lot quicker now. Now that we're producing way more of it. We got a stupid ingot over here. Now, how did you get in there, huh? Alright, how is that happening? Would genuinely like to know how that's happened, thing. That should not be possible. How? What is failing for coal to make its way over here? Is that just some random fluke? Or what? I don't know. Weird. Okay. We're about to finish this quest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here as soon as this quest finishes and we unlock the rest of this stuff. And then on the next one we'll rip everything out and start just redoing this thing for mass processing, because we need everything at this point. Like, every kind of ingot, slag included. Apparently you can make slag rods, junk pipes, broken drill bits. Yeah, you can make a lot of garbage. So, we're gonna have to do a ton of this stuff, and then this one just is a whole bunch of coal by itself. So we'll have to route like half the coal to rubies eventually, but then the other half will have to get routed towards this quest. And then we'll split it again. We'll crush half of it. Now, a lot of crushed coal actually comes through here, so we may not actually have to do that, because yeah, this already spits out a ton of crushed coal just processing the coal here. So I think we'll split it half and half. We'll do half into one of these, and then half into just dumping it in as regular coal. But other than that, it seems to all be running, so I may let this sit here and run for a little bit just to get a little bit more money before we start the next stream. So I'll have to see. Because, I mean, it's pretty much idle other than just maintaining this, because this still backs up. So I should probably fix that, but in fact, you know what? Let's try and fix it real quick here if possible. It's gonna be a pain up the butt. We are about to make a very, very large mess doing this. Yeah, and in fact, we are pushing a tiny amount of coal through, so we may get part of the Master of Slag done. How am I gonna do this? Oh god. Yeah, you know what? Never mind on that. I'll figure it out next time. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. So All right, so yeah, I'm gonna let this run for a little bit, get to like $500,000, and then when we come back on the next one, we'll rip everything out and rebuild it proper. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye everyone. If I can get that to work. There we go. It didn't want to work there for a second. Let's get this saved. Yep. But I may do some more of this tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how things go. If anything comes up, I won't. But if nothing comes up, I may do this tomorrow. We'll see. All right. Have a good night, everybody.